Hello, and welcome to a new series where we analyze team fights that make or break games for teams in professional League of Legends. Today we're going to week 2, day 2 of the LCS, in which we're looking at the team fight of Team Liquid and Clutch Gaming. Now the fight happens at around 36 minutes, which Clutch Gaming initiated with Demonte engaging with Lysandra using his claw and lockup on the Lee Sin, played by Xmithy, to try and pop his GA. But before we go into the actual team fight, let's look at both teams' positioning as the fight began. Now, Team Liquid have set up a split push 1-3-1, where Aatrox is pushing up in the top side, and Akali is pushing in bot side, pushing their waves into the turret. Aatrox has just finished pushing his wave up and has already started to roam into the jungle, ready to catch any straggling Clutch Gaming members off guard. Team Liquid are all hovering around in their top jungle, roaming between lanes, trying to basically stop the minions from crashing in and survive the Baron play that Team Liquid have. Furthermore, they're trying to also catch off members who overextend into them with the way they're set up. With that in mind, let's look at the actual engagement. Now, Demonte on Lysandra claws straight into the three men hovering around mid. He locks up immediately with the Glacial Prism, or Glacial Tomb, or whatever the fuck it's called. There's too many glacials in League of Legends, and locks up the Lee Sin. However, he is alone at this point, and the rest of Clutch Gaming are so far behind that he's kind of has to flee immediately once he locks up Lee Sin, as Double Lift and the support, Core JJ, immediately turn damage onto Lysandra. While this is happening, Rumble, who played by Huni, finally gets to the fight and tries to get Lysandra out as safe as possible. Because of this, he knows he's going to die and decides to pop all of his abilities at once to try and burst everyone around him. He places a really bad equalizer, in my opinion, as it only blocks off a pathway, but because of this, Akali at the same time has teleported to mid lane, cutting off routes out for Lysandra, making her have to go towards her team instead of towards her base for safety, which is not good at all. The other issue for Clutch is they don't actually pop the Lee Sin's GA, and immediately TL know to turn back around onto Clutch Gaming, and the team fight begins. We see Akali come in from the one side and then Aatrox from the other side in a pincer-like maneuver, forcing Clutch Gaming to actually die. They one by one take down all the carries of Clutch Gaming, in which we see Rumble get picked off first, followed by Lysandra, and as this is happening, double redemption is dropped on the side of Clutch Gaming onto just the Aatrox and the Akali, where they're literally just soaking up all the damage as Double Lift and the rest of the mid lane trio get into the fight, isolating Caitlyn, who has to move towards the top lane away from the rest of the team so that she can fire in some shots easily and pretty safely. However, Sivir is really good at chasing down targets and has immediately got on top of Caitlyn and is just soloing her out. As he basically, after this, Aatrox just runs the rest of the team down, leaving just an Olaf and a Lulu to defend a pretty weak base, as there's no actual proper wave clear, and they've got nothing to, damage wise, to keep Team Liquid from off the Nexus turrets, as they've got no wave clear and no damage. Furthermore, all 5 members of Team Liquid were still alive, as Clutch failed to actually succeed in their attempt at popping the Lee Sin, stalling out the Baron play and making sure they would actually win the fight. Because of this, Team Liquid know they have enough strength and power to finish the game, in which overall was a very comfortable win for them. Overall, in my opinion, this team fight was a great example of knowing your advantages, knowing when to attack, and knowing how to play off their enemy mistakes, in which we see probably one of the best turnaround fights I've seen in forever. You can't just dive into an enemy team solo and expect to get away with it. In my opinion, this Clutch team still have a lot of growing to do. Considering they're the remains of Echo Fox, I still think they're going to need to grow into this season. Next split, I think they'll be a really strong squad. However, Team Liquid show why they're #1 team in America with their strongest win this season, where they literally just ground down Clutch, forced so many mistakes out of them, and really just destroyed them. Anyway, that's going to be this team fight analysis, or what I'm going to probably call Anarchy analysis from now on. Please leave a like down below. I'll probably be sticking towards the UK LC for analysis because it's a new league that's been made for the UK, for England, Wales, Scotland and Ireland, and I really have been enjoying it, seeing these new teams grow. Plus they've got former LEC players in Excel playing for Excel. Anyway, leave a like down below if you like this analysis, subscribe if you're new around here, and I will see you guys later.